right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Default.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oof.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Got it? 55. Check, 55.
They'll run on first down. It's Carr.
Oh, what?
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Go! And two rock it. Set.
On first down, it's Carr. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Vigil able to run it down for a loss of a yard. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupy people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the end around, this is Julio Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Franks. This taken in by Jakeem Grant, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Franks. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, that certainly looked like something
I'm in the middle of that game right now.
In practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh. Good job.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Lindsay.
You had a right mind for him.
Down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves
Nah,
to change.
hey, we don't know what that means.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw.
I will smoke those.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Jack, cut.
Back to throw. Franks. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Franks. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, D. Hey, one set. Check Mike. Ready to go.
On 4th down, Franks. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive. Agreed. And they really
I heard somebody had my wife and kids going.
Just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them
stopping
me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and 10. Franks. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 8, read. Touchdown, defense.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Man, hurt him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
What's up,
This
Pat?
is caught by Jackson.
Go in your room, be quiet.
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it's Lindsey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 6. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando.
Sleeping.
Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Franks. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Yeah, now. Fuck.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
Gotta have it.
But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Man, are you serious?
1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Kiwi 5.
And we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it.
Kiwis is 5. I don't fuck with no cantaloupe now. But kiwi? Nah.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
Come on,
but not before getting it inside the 35.
Boy.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with
Man,
Lindsay.
come on now.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Another run by Lindsay. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Franks.
Oh.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Carr, and he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Carr, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, stand up.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Leo.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Carr, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
What's up, Ed?
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll try the left side. It's Carr. They do go 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive.
Come on, cut it out.
An offensive coach didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll go with the keeper. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And that will get them one closer. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Back to throw. Franks. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Got to catch that, Deshaun.
Another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Looking to throw. Franks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also the 2-minute warning.
Man. Ooh, that was game right. That wasn't game, but shit. Oh, I needed that. That'll put a difference on this game right there.
And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter.
Come here.
Trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's a second down.
Squeeze. Watch twist. Check. Roll out. Check out. Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.
Jumping on that 2K.
This is the NFL on EA Sports.